That's a very silent question. However, everybody's happy. Pensioners have been paid. Everybody's happy. Everybody's going home smiling. So where are they coming from? This is politics. Labour is not playing politics because Labour has got interest. And, they say because he's from Imo State, so he's very much particular about the politics playing in Imo State. So, there is the back and the forth. However, yesterday, Labour, that's TUC, NLC, said that all the affiliates will go on strike and ground economic activities in Imo State and even disrupt the electoral process in Imo State by the grounding of activities therein. So they are asking transporters, people in the oil and gas sector, everybody not to work down their tools and participate in the strike. I do hear, is it Pengasin or so, is saying we will not join. I'm yet to see that. However, flights have now been grounded. So people in Abuja are stranded. Like I said, I've got a Facebook friend who's ranting, who's lamenting, who is frustrated and is almost giving up on Nigeria. My goodness. But what do you make of this? Yet again, I ask like I've asked several times. Should Nigerians get to suffer, or let's not use the word suffer now so they don't say I'm taking sides, should Nigerians get to feel the impact of a fight between Labour and the Imo State government? Is it really our fault that what happened in Imo State happened? I'm just asking because, like I said not so long ago, Nigerians are stranded. They can't get from point A to point B, and a lot of them need to get to where they are supposed to get to, because that's what they planned out for today. They may not have money to stay in the hotel for one more night. Think about it, the economic situation in the country. Nobody wants to spend money recklessly. So why should Nigerians get to pay for this? I'm asking once again. And why now? Why now? Very close to the election, because you will be bringing about a constitutional issue if elections don't hold when they're supposed to hold. Anyways, that's the big story, the second big story. Let's get to the third one. So you must have been hearing about the possible scarcity of the Naira, and your mind must have gone to the Emefiele's era. As a matter of fact, the beginning of this year, when you would look for money and can't find money. A lot of us were buying Naira. We're buying, we buy dollar. I get that point. It's a foreign currency, but we're buying Naira. So you couldn't find anywhere. Whenever you saw it, or wherever you saw it, you get, agitated and animated, and you would want to spend so much to get it, because a lot of us could not buy things due to the inavailability of Naira. And some governors at the time went to court, one at the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court asked the CBN to make the old Naira notes available, because the issue had to do with the, changing of notes. The government, in its wisdom at the time, the Buhari's government, and of course the CBN governor then, Godwin Emefiele, were thinking of driving a cashless society to ensure that people who loot, people who steal our common riches or wealth would not have the means, because everything will be tracked. It's easy for you to steal when the money is physical, but it's difficult when it's electronic. And they were also trying to beat inflation. And look where inflation is. They were trying to beat, because the more unavailable a currency is, the more the demand, and the richer its value. And so that's what they were trying to do. Look at dollar. It's scarce in Nigeria, and it's got so much value because you can't even find it. Oof. However, CBN has come out to say, even though the Supreme Court at the time gave judgment till December 2023, that the old Naira notes remains a legal tender. Don't worry, they are not going to go on with Emefiele's policy and something like that, and that it's going to remain a legal tender. So we will have the new and the old coexisting and buying you what you want to buy. So there is no need for you to go and withdraw. panic withdrawal. There's no need for any of that. That's not my words. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Something might happen tomorrow and you say, Kalada, you said. But I'm saying, or I am reiterating, or what's the right way to put this now? I am reporting what CBN has said. And the CBN is saying that there will be no scarcity of funds, so there's no need for you to withdraw your money, leave your money in the banks. So yeah, those are my 3 big stories. I've got a commercial break coming up in about 1 minute and 10 seconds. And the commercial is for basically a minute, thereabouts. So when we come back from the break, I would like to take your thoughts on this. Remember, we're live on Facebook. You can start dropping your comments there, because I'll start with Facebook when we're coming from the break. Or better still, you can go on X and drop your comments there. I read some of them as well. I'm waiting for the notifications. Or better still, you can drop your messages on WhatsApp 0809 0306416. That's the number, and let's get you hear your views. But better still, call me 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. All right, that being said, I will go for that commercial break now. I will be back shortly. Something no realistic purposes, I do not know. But why have we able to not because the world will be boring for men if we don't have the ladies. I should let you know, just in case you've forgotten. We need the ladies in our society to to spice things up, right? They're intelligent, they're wonderful, and we can't let them go down like that. We need to protect them. So and yet again, I'm asking Etche. I understand that the local government chairman is on the matter, is making sure that those who are connected with these heinous acts are apprehended and all of that. But my thinking is more of preventive than reactionary. So I'm wondering, why can't we prevent these things from happening? Why always Etche? I understand we can secure everywhere, every minute of the day or every second of the day, but we can reduce this to the barest minimum. And then the second big story has got to do with labor and the drama in Imo State, and it has now affected Abuja Airport. Yes, the Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport. And I'm asking, what are you thinking about this drama? Oh my goodness. And there is the third big story that has got to do with CBN saying, hey, don't panically withdraw your monies. Old Naira notes, new Naira notes are still or are both legal tenders, and both of them will coexist in our economy. All right, 0817923 0002, 0817923 0003, and 0817923. Oh, okay, just 2 numbers. I forgot myself for a bit there. But remember, WhatsApp messages should go to 0809 0306416. Drop your comments there on Facebook. Let's see, what do I have? Stanley Rentals, one man meh says, good afternoon to you. My name is Stanley Rentals. Okay, you say you're watching live. Thank you very much. Newton Ikire says, Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Abuja, passengers stranded. Labor protesting there. He said there is no force on earth that can withstand people's power when they arise as one. One can chase 10,000. Our destiny is in our hands. Okay, so let us arise as one and take back our country. All right. And then he said, CBN wants against panic withdrawal, says old Naira notes still legal tender. When they want and tell us to panic, that's when, to not panic, I believe you meant to say, that is when we should panic. The people deserve the rulers they get. Now we do ourselves. All right. Let's see. JC Uche replies and says, good afternoon. The NLC is getting involved in politics. They are a union, not a political party. They should stay clear from politics. Oh, it's getting really interesting there. Let's see. I've got Daniel. Daniel is calling from Transamadi. Daniel, greetings to you. Welcome on the show. What is on your mind?
Yeah, Kalada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Imo State is in my mind. Your question.
Let's hear your answer.
Should people suffer because of the consequences of Labour President and the Imo State government conflict? No.
Okay.
People should suffer if Labour is protesting for fuel subsidy removal that we are buying for 700, 680 Naira today.
Okay.
If that is the reason why, then fine and good. But the only reason why there is a protest today, you're shutting down everywhere, is because an individual is being beaten. They have even said, give it a time, so that they will call them for negotiation. Is that a protest? What is the relationship between Labour calling for a strike and giving room for negotiation in Nigeria? Can't protest without giving room for negotiation.
Okay.
Because I find out that each time if they bring a negotiation time, it's all about the speculation now from me for them to see how government can be able to reach their positive laws. I don't see a reason why giving room time for negotiation. If you want to shut down the country for my own benefit. It's not for your selfish reasons.
All right.
As far as I'm concerned, Imo State is trending today as a result of the consequence of the Supreme Court. That is to show you that when people elect a governor, there is a reason why they elect a governor, and the mandate of people should stand. Or we go to Supreme Court. I have so many Supreme Court governors. History have shown they haven't done well.
All right, then. All right.
It's just unfortunate. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Daniel. I've got Ezekiel from Ubumini. Ezekiel, welcome.
Good afternoon, Canada.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Canada, you see, until the security agencies start to focus on the so-called Yahoo plus Yahoo first in this our state or our country, these killings, whether for ritual purposes or whatever, will not stop. Because since the introduction of these Yahoo boys, that is when I personally start to observe or hearing of all these killings and teenagers' deaths here and there in our state. Then the NLC, I think if for once they would be serious about their strike, even if their president were or was beaten, let us see actually if they really mean what they have been telling us since 8 months ago. And I will advise them not to only speak and because of their person being brutalized. Let them use this opportunity now to hold the federal government accountable for whatever thing they have been dealing with them, playing pranks, deceiving them, giving them negotiation of whatever thing they feel to get from the federal government. Let them show the country what they mean or what they have been trying to negotiate.
All right, then.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel. Thank you very much. Godwin from Port Harcourt, sorry for keeping you this long. Welcome on the show. What is on your mind, please?
Hello.
Yeah, Godwin.
Yeah, okay. You see, we are interested in Imo State.
Okay.
You see, just like yesterday, they went for this court. For them to stay back, the NIC stormed the place. The Royal Highness, they took to their heels.
That was the day. That was the day before. Was it yesterday? That was the day before.
I think day before yesterday.
Mm.
Is it the first time that the governor has been owing the civil servant? Because here in Rivers State, we saw what happened during the former administration. How they were shouting, they are owing. Even at the state, the former governor, they were shouting, they were owing. How many states in this country that they mentioned, where we are the NLC, this level, where we are there? They were there and they did not say anything. Just because that graduate came from Emekuku in Imo State, instead of him to go and vote, he went there only to protest the apex at the heat of this election, whereby everything is just getting hot. Now, people are suspecting whether he has been paid by any political to make sure that they block the governor from being the next governor. And when all these things are going politically, you went here politically and you were beaten up black and white politically. And some people may not understand what this man is fighting.
But now some people asked on the show yesterday. I don't know if you listened. That they asked, is there a right time for protest? Is there, even if it's one day to the election, is it illegal? Is it the wrong time? Some people asked that question yesterday.
I thank you. You see, personally, humanly, morally, everybody knows there is time for everything in life. Despite there is no rule, so there is no time for that. You cannot see where something is happening. Maybe police is going to arrest somebody now. At the heat of the hour, when the gun is shooting, you will just go there because there is no time for you to stop or to pass. There are some certain time you look at how things are moving. You take clear. It is not the rule. It is not the constitutional that somebody you must that will be a time for you to pass. When there is danger, everybody needs to take clear. Because whatever you do is political. That's
all right. Godwin, I've got to go.
People are expecting this to do that.
All right, thank you very much.
Because of all this,
all right,
it's political undertone.
All right then. All right, thank you. I've got Kunle from Borokri. Welcome on the show.
Yeah, good afternoon. Many people don't know the dynamics of labor activities.
Okay.
Agreed. Corruption.
Sorry. Is your radio? Is your radio on? There is a noise on the back.
It's not on.
There's a silly noise in the background.
Okay. So a lot of things. Corruption has eroded a lot of things in our society, and therefore trust has been grossly abused today in the country. In the past, student unions, legislators, and labor in particular were seen as people who were to checkmate the executive and other organs like that.
All right.
So people tend to think these people should always come out, fight, without thinking twice, without even looking at the dynamics of the situation, and they begin to blame labor. When the election is coming, government of setters, they will be public things. If they are withholding your salary, if there are things they have been denying you, you see that when the election is coming, they'll be rushing.
I'm sorry, Kule, I will have to let you go. It's noisy, your background. I don't know if it's from your device, your call device, but it's noisy and I've got to let you go. Hello, what's your name and where are you calling in from?
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
I'm calling from Nkoro.
Okay, welcome.
I want to talk of that killing in Etche. This thing is getting too much.
Okay.
We lost Andos in Uniport. We still lost another person in Uniport. Etche matter is very, very too much. Commissioner of Police, please take action, please. So that this killing will stop. So our girls and their killing is not good. To find work to do, not to be killing people anyhow. Would they be happy? They will not be happy. Please, Commissioner of Police, stand up and do something. Or you come to Nkoro and ask those police people over there, are they using for their security matter? Well, if you come to Nkoro, everywhere is peaceful. When Nkoro is a peaceful place, police people over there are trying. Please, I want to commend the DPO, Bubu Nkoro. He's trying very, very well. So please, they should DPO should do something about this. Please, thank you very much on behalf of Nkoro.
Thank you very much, Robin. Robin from Etche now is calling. Robin, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Kalada, good afternoon.
Welcome, please.
Canada, do you remember one man called Fela Anikulapo Kuti?
Yeah. It's my very good. I love his music. Let me put it that way.
Good and fine. Fela was confronting a military junta at that time, which is Obasanjo, through his music. And he was telling him to his face. If Joe Ajoro want to make a statement as a leader of Labour, his beating in Imo State, his home state, should be a starting point because he has taken too much akara and bread at Asorok. And his followers should immediately shut down Nigeria. It's a price. You must pay a price. He has been beaten. No time. Nigeria should be shut down.
So there should be a protest all around Nigeria because he was beaten in Imo State.
Yes.
Is it all of Nigeria that beat him up in Imo State? Because remember, there will be consequences.
All the workers of Nigeria, Canada, those workers that he represents should shut down.
Okay. I hope you know you would suffer for it, Robin. You would be affected when it comes to.
You have forgotten. I'm already suffering, as I was told by the former governor Ian Wike, that I'm hungry.
Okay, all right then.
Don't remind me. I am hungry.
Okay.
Having said so, on the issue of Etche, the guy that was killed, let me remind you. I remind us that are listening. Only Etche Oporon said about 2 years ago that there's a human parts market in Etche that the government under Wike should help to unveil those who are instead of that human trafficking market, they sell human parts. Quote me wrong. My name is Robin Maja, the farmer. I'm quoting on Etche. He said so. Why has the government of Rivers State not been able to unveil the forest?
Let me. So there's a human parts market, according to you.
Yes.
Okay. Quoting Onyisha Etche. Is that what you said?
Situation requires a special laws where people should be dealt with.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Robin Mada, the farmer.
All right, Robin, thank you very much. Let's stop at the comment section on Facebook. Remember, we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH, and it's where we are also continuing conversations. Okay, this one is from Leonard Isaac, man of the people. Good afternoon. The activities going on in Etche should be properly checked, but who will? Looking at Etche's activities lately, I think there is a serious cartel behind all these activities connecting the strongmen in politics. Even why has there been no arrest of prominent Etche person speaking out? There is more to it. Okay. All right. Tamonite Kenna Dagogo says, I keep saying it. Any labor strike that doesn't affect activities of airlines is a useless strike. That would only end up suffering the generality of Nigerians unnecessarily. If the key decision makers of the society or those who have direct influence on them, that's our big men, are not affected by a strike action, the strike is useless. So how else are we going to make the big men and those whose decisions labor seek to be affected by the strike, if not by disrupting the airport? Okay. And then Leonard Isaac comes back to say, as for labor, they need to do more, not only in Imo but on all matters in Nigeria. If labor can strike there, if labor can strike for their president, what about the rise in the cost of living? Now you feed chop I need to understand. I know if you chop Indomie again, even beans now big man food. If you want to strike, shut down the whole country. All right, thank you very much. It was difficult reading your message. But let's see, what do we have? WhatsApp platform. Let's see. Let's start from this one. This one says, good afternoon. Imo government and NLC Wala. I want to say that there is no fixed time for one to show is or our displeasure on things that are not working well in the society. All right. And this one says, do people still vote in this country despite knowing that it won't count? Okay, if you think so. This one says the issues of labor in Imo State is as a result of bad governance by Uzodinma. However, the Imolites are now suffering a lot. No power, water, and other basic amenities for days now. Let federal government come into the matter and resolve all. Nicholas Erasmus. Okay. This one says currently disheartening that the body of the teen was found in such condition. Security needs to be beefed up in the locals of River State. The issue of security should be far from politics. Jerry from Ozoba with that one. Let's read this one. It says kidnapping is a wicked act and should be condemned by all citizens. Over the years, the changing value system and quick money syndrome by the teeming youths are alarming and a threat to the society and indifferent in nature. This is caused by the lack of capital punishment by the government. Lastly, the populace should endeavor to give credible intelligence to government security forces to curb these criminal money conscious elements. Jimbo Baraye Karibo Nelson from Ogutown. All right, thank you very much. Let's take a few more messages and then we will return to the phone lines. This is from Asitol Car from Mile 3. Labour is a selfish group of people. They and the Nigerian people are parallel lines and can't meet. As far as I am concerned, the so-called brutality as alleged by them holds no water and shouldn't be a reason for them to disturb our peace in this country. Every man to his own. Mr. Ajero should go to court and find out who beat him. We don't have time for their noise. Okay. Talking about court, I remember that there was a fresh court order stopping Labour from embarking on a strike. This one says NLC protests are for their interest. However, the protest demonstration brings about changes to the civil service. Nevertheless, our public leaders should be active in paying retirees gratuity and frequent monthly salaries to civil servant. Adonis Opwene from Port Harcourt. Okay, let's see this one. I am very surprised by those saying, why would Labour stand up now to demand for workers' backlog of arrears without blaming Imo State government for not paying up the old salaries? Are they not aware that the governor is using money for the said salaries to execute his campaign to come back and owe again for the next 4 years? Victor from Igbima is asking. But Victor, can I ask you, why is Labour not using the ballot box to protest, to see that they bring about a new government who will pay the salaries like was done in Abia State? A 13-year-old girl abducted by unknown gunmen and killed in Etche. This is quite unfortunate. In the past few years, Etche has been in something else. This reveals that Etche's it's very difficult to read this message. This reveals that Etche challenges have grown beyond the capability of local government chairmen. The insecurity are now telling on everybody in the state, let the security agencies be proactive and tackling security in the state on attack Clinton West. All right, this one says it is our culture to welcome. All right, it's not yet my conversation, so okay, all right. It's not yet my conversation, so I'm going to skip that message. Let's see. Man of the people, greetings. Do you think that the signing of peace accord will stop the supporters of a particular candidate from causing violence on the day of election? The millions of naira spent on organizing the event should have been used to feed the motherless baby home children. But thank God I didn't talk about peace accord now, did I? All right, let's go back to the phone lines. 0817-17923. What is in your mind? I'd like to hear from you. What are you thinking as it concerns the big three stories making the rounds? Once again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. I'm done taking WhatsApp messages because it's almost time for the commercial breaks. I'm going to take 1-2 more calls and then we will continue conversations after the business news. All right, I've got Lugaman. Lugaman is calling from Etche. Let's listen to Lugaman. Lugaman, welcome on the show.
Yes, Kalada. I greet you especially. Good afternoon.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, I want to first of all condemn the murder.
Okay.
Because of the introduction of OPAC. These people are doing wonderfully well with the assistance of Nigerian police.
Okay.
But I wonder why that killing of that innocent girl. And I want to still warn that some persons who are calling and trying to demarcate the Etche by saying what is not on record about our highly respected traditional ruler, that Etche will have a human part in Etche. That story is false.
Okay.
And up today, since that information, we have not had anywhere in Etche that they are selling human parts.
Okay.
So some people should disregard that information. It's a false information against Etche people.
All right.
Then on the issue of Joel Jeru and the strike, I want to say that in as much as the Imo State government and the Nigerian police take that law into their hands, I want to support Labour to shut down even the country, because injury to one is injury to all.
But why should it be injury to me? I mean, why me? What do I have to gain from Labour's strike in Imo State? Why me? Why me in River State? Why me in Abuja? Why me in Lagos? I'm just asking because you said injury to one is injury to all.
Labour president, Nigerian Labour Union leader, is just like a president of a country, as long as Labour is concerned. That's why I said injury to one is injury to all. Now, you ask me why about you. That man represents Labour all over the country. You can see that if there is a little problem in River State here, Labour in the national will intervene.
All right.
And you see them at times, they intervene in the matter that concerns we ordinary people. So I want to support them.
All right.
To go on that strike.
All right. Thank you, Logan man.
So that to show to show other people that yes, they should not take it all into their hands.
Logan man, thank you. Thank you. I've got Kunle who's calling back and is calling from Borutri.
Yes, sorry, network wasn't good to me.
Okay.
As I was trying to say, you see, people think Labour should just always go out there, go down these drums, make people to go on strike, do whatever. It is not as easy as they think. Some of these governors, especially these days, they have perfected the act of pushing Labour here and there. Some of them will partly fulfill the agreement, and Labour will now be forced to move on to say, okay, let's consider this and let's consider that. And another thing, just as I said, those days, when election is coming, governments will begin to quickly, implement some of the things they should have done years ago. But these days, they don't care anymore. So Labour is always waiting for sensitive periods like this, when they know you will need the people and they will strike, so that you will be forced to do something. So when people are saying, why is Labour waiting for a period like this? Imagine somebody who is being owed for 20 months. What kind of story do you want to tell anybody to say Labour is wrong to have come up by this time? Do you know so many moves they have been making, that governors have been playing them here and there? River State is an example. British YouTuber has been shouting. People say, oh, she has collected money. And I don't know why people are always thinking Labour has collected money at every point in time. Everything is good, they've collected money. No. Many times, these governors play games. We also what happened in River State. Would we say British YouTuber because he wanted to contest was just disturbing Governor Wiki? No. We all know what really happened until today, if not for simple.
All right. Thank you, Kunle. Kunle, I've got to go. I've got Christian from Mile 3. Christian, you've got 60 seconds. So try, please, to round off your thoughts. Yeah, round off your thoughts in 60 seconds. All right.
We want to talk about Labour and their strike. Canada, if we can get it right just today, I will be happy. Today is 9th of September. These workers have been owing the last month, 9th of last month, 9th of 2 months ago, 9th of 10 months ago. Somebody will tell me that the election is forthcoming. Why do you believe on election? That government is not an election. It's not for a Supreme Court, which means even after the election on Saturday, maybe after the Supreme Court, another governor will enter. Canada, I want to tell you, if this side, what I'm supposed to do association and the government have, that should be last year. Understand me, for River State here now. To the extent that governors don't even care to talk to them. I passed you that day. The elderly, they are there under the sun. And the emperor of the day, nobody cares to talk to them. You just imagine what of them are Bulgarians. They are not emperor. in short, after Joe Ajero, it is you or me.
All right.
They are choking us.
All right. I get you now. All right. That's the much that we can take. It's just a call. Okay, we'll go for a quick commercial break. It's what 30 seconds thereabout. When we come back, I will take some more calls and we'll talk for development. Stay tuned.